This video chart presentation of Trident Microsystems. Trident trades on the NASDAQ Global Markets under the ticker TRID. Good potential here for a bottom play. See, this puts together some pretty nice bounces. Ran through here on 86 cents up to $1.19, 84, 85 cents up to $1.09. Rounding itself out another bottom right now. Nice up day yesterday, up 7%. 495,000 shares traded. Getting some pretty good signs through here. MACD on a little bit longer term, still making higher lows. It's a positive divergence. Price per share is trending down. Seeing the PPO also making higher lows. Kind of a second loose pinch idea. Typically pretty reliable for at least a bounce. Buying pressure yesterday really took the 7 away from the 14 and 21 MFI. Always a bit of a concern when it gets like that. Being that it's only been one day, not that concerned at this point. Longer term MFIs are just in grossly oversold territory. Starting to make their turn now. Slightest uptrend to the 14. I'm not super happy with the position of the accumulation distribution and the shaking money flow. Still fighting to get out of a downtrend. As I mentioned a lot of times, you just have to look for a base to hold. Try and continue the uptrend. Break through some short-term trend lines. Try and get up here and challenge an old high. Shaking money flow, I'm not happy though. It's making a lower low. But it is trying to base at this point, it looks like. A little bit of buying pressure yesterday making the turn, but selling pressure is still clearly dominant. On the other hand, I do like the look of the CCI. Nice uptrend. And the full stow showing some momentum's coming into the play. Those both have a very nice look. TRIX is starting to flatten itself out. Looks like it potentially could make a bullish cross. RSIs have a great look. Nice uptrends to them. Again, even the longer terms trending upward. You're watching it pretty closely. As you can see right back through here is almost in the identical position. Pulled right back and then made the move. But all in all, positioned very nicely at the moment. I can put a bottom support on this at 65 cents. I'm certainly going to start to look for something a little bit closer, something up here around 68 cents, 69 cents. I want to see this old base hold. It's closed at 75 cents, so it's a moderately close stop loss, something that I always look for. You see this did have some resistance right through this area that it pushed through yesterday. 20-day moving average, we always talk about that being the first real source of moving average resistance. It closed above the 20-day. Short terms are really getting tucked in and starting to curl up underneath it, which will give a little bit of dynamic support to it. That movement on the upper half of the Bollinger Bands by passing through the 20 is a good bullish indication of potential movement. And that pushing through the resistance is always something else that I look for, of course. And I really expect resistance to pick up in this area of 84 to 85, 86 cents. 50-day moving average is there, of course, which is always a strong form of resistance. But the static resistance is also going to be there from back in March and in May. So I think that that's clearly going to be an area of resistance and a pretty key point for this chart. To try and put together a reversal for TRID to show it's trying to find a bottom. Now, followers of our charts know exactly what I'm looking for here. If it goes up, wants to hit this resistance, and then fall back down. I want to see it hold this old resistance as a new support level, make a higher low, and take another run at that resistance. At that point, these indicators should be playing themselves out a little bit more. They're in a very early bullish position right now, and in a little bit of time with some upward movement, they'll work their way back towards zero. And of course, you always look for that MACD to break through the money line, the zero barrier, to truly enter into bull chart mode. So with this being the last day of the week, certainly going to hit the watch list today. And if it continues to hold support, it'll stay on the watch list through next week, and we'll see where it goes from there. As always, merely my interpretation of the Trident Microsystems chart. Thanks for watching, and trade smart.